Hello, baby gangsters. This is Calvin, also known as Homer, and this is the Last Defense Academy. And I think we're closing it in the last. Well, not I think. Like, if it is 100 days, we're closing it in the last 100 days. But if it is going to 100, by the way, because we have gone to 100 in the last one, we didn't get to 100 in the other one. You never know. It could be like literally 82. You know what I mean? But again, regardless, even if it goes to 100 or if we're not going to 100, we're closing it in the end of this route for sure. We have to go do some free time. So who do we have? I guess we could like get more ranks with Tsubasa, right? Let's see. So we can't rank Eito at all, by the way. We have Shoma, Tsubasa's what we're going now, and Takamaru and Ava. I guess we can rank Ava as well, which is interesting. But I don't even know we'll have time. We have no idea, so we're gonna continue with Tsubasa, get that toolkit out and give it to Tsubasa. There's so little, there's not many people here at all.
Is this for me? Wow! You have no idea how happy you just made me.
Honestly, that was the whole point. We all got together at the United Nations and decided we had to make you happy. Oh, there we go. Rank 5.
Takumi, do you have a girlfriend?
He does not. He has a girl he really loved in Katawa and Nozomi, for sure.
Sorry.
Loves,
I'm not
I want to say.
weird. It's just I'd like some advice on how to get a boyfriend.
Okay. Okay.
Some of my friends have started dating guys lately. It never seemed like something I'd want to do, but now
100%. It can feel like there's like a little bit of a pressure there, right?
I do feel a little envious of them when they talk about it. Being in love sounds like so much fun.
Right. It can also suck as well. Like, let's be honest, but it also suck. But yeah, I think this is such a normal feeling to have, right? Especially when everyone around you is like, it happens when you're older too. Everyone around you getting engaged, you're kind of like, what's happening? Like, you know, even though like it's like the answer is everything happens in time and everyone's different, there's still that feeling of like, oh man, is there something wrong with me? You know?
The thing is, I don't think I could ever have a relationship with someone my own age.
What do you mean?
I wear clothes that I can move around in comfortably, but boys are always giving me lewd looks.
Are you saying it's because boys your age are very, like, lewd?
Then they approach me, thinking I'm easy because of the way I dress.
That's disgusting. Like, F them. Absolutely F them.
So, I definitely go for someone older. Someone who sees beyond that kind of stuff. Someone who'd comfort me when I throw up because of nerves.
And that is nice. That's what you did. Like, you know, that type of the personality, I mean, is what you would want. But I guarantee you there's people your own age as well who probably are like this as well, who do care about you as well. Now, the thing is, like, chances are, like, especially, like, you know, with boys, a lot of them are going to be upset. And there's not an excuse for it, by the way. They need to be taught to, like, you know, treat her better and to be nicer to Tsubasa and be nicer to women in general. I mean, nicer to people in general as well. Let's be honest here, you know? They have to be taught better. But you could totally find someone your age who's like this, 100%.
Oh, and he has to understand machinery.
Oh, yeah?
Or better yet, someone who can tinker with machines with me.
So that's exciting, right?
But
That'd be
where
nice.
am I gonna ever find someone like that? If you know someone, you have to introduce us, okay?
I think legitimately, like, in the most, like, maybe, like, you know... I don't know, in a very, like, in a way the Tsubasa might not like, I think everyone in the fandom would probably be like, you know, no, whoever even looks at you is going to have to answer, like, a 22,000 question questionnaire. You know what I mean?
If I can't find someone like that, though, I guess I can settle for you.
Settle for us?
Nah! Just kidding.
Their laugh is so cute. I love that settle for us as well. Okay, that was a nice little conversation. I think that, like, one of the things that, like, Tsubasa's falling into there, that, like, you know, there's a few things there. I think it's totally normal to feel that we talked about there already. It's not just, like, with relationships. Have you ever, like, you know, you know, it's, you know, when you're on the cusp of like, you know, becoming an adult, and like everyone around you is like getting a job, for example, and you're like, oh man, I have to get one of these, you know, or like, you know, you're seeing people like, you know, do really well in work, and you were like, oh, I want to like make sure I want to like, you know, get to that point too. Or something, you know, I'm using really bad examples here of like, you know, trying to conform to the workplace, which is not like, you know, you don't have to do anything of that, like, you know, F work, you know. If you're right now watching this right now saying, I never want to work, I'm like, buddy, I support you 100%. But like, there's like also the idea of like, as I said, like even when you're older, like the idea of everyone's getting engaged, even though like I know for like a fact that like it's like this thing where like I don't personally like, you know, I love seeing like TV shows where people get engaged, but I think it's like that's like crazy, like, you know, like that's a commitment. You have to be like totally there for it. But it's hard not to look at everyone else and be kind of like, oh, like everyone else is doing this, should I do this? And it's Tsubas's way as well. The problem is that she's having too is that like, yes, especially like when they're younger as well, like and like a lot of boys are still sleazy when they're older too. One of the worst things anyone can think of is seeing someone the way they're dressed and thinking, oh, this is an invitation for me to say whatever I want and do whatever I want. If you do that, you are just scum. You know what I mean? That's just what it is. And like, then the people go, well, Tsubasa was dressed like this. Well, then it's like, well, how about like you realize that your personal feelings and how she's dressed does not have anything to do with her whatsoever. She can dress whatever she wants and whatever, and you have to just, you know, stick to yourself. If you have nothing respectful or nice or anything that's to say, or like and you can't treat her in a respectful way, you just look the other way and you move on with your life. You know what I mean? That's what you have to do. There's no other way around it. And it's led to her kind of being like, oh, I kind of would like an older guy. And I don't, by the way, I know she doesn't mean like, by the way, like, because I think that I just saw that now, but it could get like the idea of like a misconstrued thing where it's like, you know, I know she doesn't mean like, you know, 40. You know what I mean? That would be very bad. I think she means like, you know, a year older, like, or something like that, or something that along those lines. The thing is, like, the solution, unfortunately, isn't to find someone, you know, who is completely, you know, more experienced than you. I think the solution is to find someone who is maybe like around your age, or maybe just find someone you like that's close to your age that like is actually like a cool person. And it can be hard to find. She said she's experienced, it can be hard to find. But yeah, it can be very difficult. And of course, she makes the joke at the end like, you know, maybe I'll set it for you. Just kidding. Like, I love that she has a little laugh there too. Yeah, like, it's an interesting conversation. This might be like, I don't know like what we're gonna be able to do in this video. If this is like the last episode, like I don't think so, because we're big yappers. But like, it might be like 1 or 2 or 3 videos. But if it is like one of those things where like it's a little bit shorter for each episode, I might just put them 2 together. I'm trying to get stuff for like Takamaru, I guess. Where's, what would Takamaru like, the bike stuff with like a bike helmet? Because remember the bike, the bike helmet seems like something he would like. The tiger helmet, right? That must be something for Takamaru. Yeah, 100%. I think we're gonna get a bonding rank right away, right? I'd say so, because we gave him gifts before, or it might be the next one after this. I don't know if that does carry over, doesn't it, from the first route?
Are you sure I can have this? Hell, you just turned me into mush.
I literally had to fight a biker gang to get this, so please feel special. Oh, we're like also like still leveling up our abilities.
At ease, soldiers. Another get some shit.
We've had so many wow moments with the alarm that I'm actually worried that something else will happen. And our day's over. Well, nothing happened today, so no obvious change in Ruby's condition either. I really must have been worrying over nothing. I'm sure she's fine. In Last Defense Academy, where there's smoke, there's a blaze. Still trying to convince myself that nothing's wrong, I slowly drifted off to sleep. And again, I love that he said convince himself, because that's what he's doing. I'm trying to convince myself nothing's wrong.
Troops, time to rise and shine. Get for you, stand tall. Glory to the.
Now, in the last, like, you know, stretch, or coming to the last stretch, I think he changes up a few times, right? It's time to get up. Yeah, I still can't shake off the uneasy feeling. We're getting closer and closer to day 100, and the only real threat left is Veshness. The Rumi's interrogation back into the group integrating the group just fine too. I should have nothing to worry about. So why? I need to use today's to prepare myself for the next battle. That's really all I can do at this point. Okay, I mean, again, I totally understand like this feeling of like, you know, we have to get ready for the next battle as well too. And I also understand like the idea of like trying to preserve your own feelings as well. Because again, we've all done in the past where like you're trying to convince yourself that everything's okay. I feel like though like my personality is a little bit the opposite. I think you guys might, some of you guys might relate too. Because like while I think our personalities try to protect our brains, you know what I mean? Because like I feel like the way like most minds work is that it goes like 50% it's going to be okay, right? It has to be okay. Oh yeah, this, and then 50%, but it's not. You know what I mean? There's that thing that goes in the back of your mind too. Let's actually level some moves as well, by the way. I don't know if we have enough to level up moves, if we could try something. But yeah, like I feel like that's like where my mind would go, is like a mixture of both. But I do appreciate that they add this thing in here where like talking me trying to like self-soothe the idea of like, oh, nothing's wrong, you know? Even though there definitely could be something wrong. Let's see here. Let's go with we don't have a lot of people left. Tsubasa? Deadlights? If Deadlights could do more damage, I think it actually would be really good, right? If Deadlights could do more damage, I think it'd be really good. But will we have enough of the biker helmet then? That's the question. Okay, let's go check if we have enough of the biker helmet. Because it's one of those situations where like, yes, like we can upgrade our characters, but like, well, I feel like we're at a stage now with the characters where we actually don't need to like level up that much. I feel like the way our characters are now, they could last anything in this game and beat anything in this game. So let's go with the biker helmet again, or the tiger helmet as it's called. Yeah, we would have more than enough. Yeah. Yeah, okay. So we can do that later on as well then. Yeah, we'd have more than enough. I think this might be a bonding event right away.
Are you sure I can have this? Hell, you just turned me into mush.
Honestly, legitimately, like when I was like going out on my bike, and my bike is just like a normal bike, like a bicycle. They actually initiated me into a biker gang, but really like they were just like sad that they missed you and they were crying and they gave me this to give to you. It was all just a ruse. There it is. Okay, because we definitely gave the tiger helmet before, so that obviously carried over, I guess.
I gotta hand it to you, Takumi. You've got good taste.
Okay.
Hey, when this war is over, let's rip through town on motorcycles together.
That wouldn't be bad, you know?
No license? Just hop on the back of mine. My seats even come with fancy leopard print.
His voice sounds so different when he's not just doing like, you know, sound bites that are like, for real? What the hell, man? You know what I mean? Like, not that that's a bad thing. I love that he like shouts even when he's emotional, right? But having him just talk normally to us is so interesting.
It's a deal, yeah? We'll go faster and fast and see what happens.
Sure. Oh, interesting. First bonding event, very short, but okay. Yeah. It's just him inviting us to go, like, riding bikes. Not opposed to it. We love Takamaru, not opposed to riding some bikes. I don't think we'll have enough for that power up if we want to keep doing the Takamaru thing. We want to make sure we have enough for the Takamaru stuff. And again, we might even get Takamaru fully ranked. But like I said, the plan is obviously at the end of this is I'll probably be taking like a day off the next day, and then I'll kind of figure out what I want to do after this as well. Because there might be a thing where I want to like maybe go like play an Ace Attorney game. But again, like I said, we can always come back to this stuff as well too. It's one of those things where like I think like, you know, I have been playing since April. We're nearing in like, you know, 90 parts. Which isn't a bad thing. Like it still feels fresh to me, but like I obviously like never want to get to a point in this game where it doesn't feel fresh, if that makes sense. So we'll see what happens. It always like, you know, comes down to like how I feel in the end, and obviously I'm going to test how you guys feel about it, but I think then also at the same time too, like obviously like, you know, you guys know you would want me to feel good about it as well, so there's that too.
Are you sure I can have this? Hell, you just turned me into mush.
I legitimately, like, you know, to get this, I had to like challenge like this police officer was trying to stop all the biker gangs in Tokyo, and they called me in because they know I'm a tough biker. And I literally had to stand face to face with this guy, and he said, "I like your style, actually. Here's a helmet. Give it to Takamaru." I don't know why he said it to give it to you, but yeah. So everything went down that day. And my life was never the same again.
At ease, soldier. Another. Get some shit.
It always reminds you of like the, Majula. Bearer of the curse. Seek less. Seek. That's another day. This is good, right? Everything's going like it should. Am I still worrying over nothing? I hope that's it, but I'm still not sure. The sooner Darumi can make a Ruby tier and bring the other team back, the better. When that happens, all my doubts will be put to rest, won't they? Somehow I wasn't convinced. I still felt restless, and I didn't get much sleep that night. It's only ding dong bing bongs.
Up and at 'em, troops! Time to rise and shine! Get ready for human glory!
The announcement sounds cornier than ever now. When did that change? I think it's because it's the last 20 days, right? I feel like I barely slept at all. This can't be good for me. No. I better go get some breakfast. Maybe seeing everyone will cheer me up too. I left my room and trudged my way to the cafeteria. Beautiful weather we're having, huh? This is perfect time for someone to show up dead and spark off a killing game. Oh my god! And now we have an inkling that this is actually like how she's feeling now again, or like this is her, not even an act anymore. It's like a little bit like sorrowful and somber, right? You're still saying that stuff? I'm telling you, it's not gonna happen. More importantly, have you been testing your Redstone body? Do you know what kind of things it can make now? Well, kinda. I think Redstone's capable of creating pretty much anything. Anything? Redstone it's kind of like a weird colony of cells that can rearrange themselves in any way they want. You can consume anything, but also recreate it. It's like the devil on my shoulder whispering forbidden knowledge in my ear. Interesting way of putting it, but you basically know more now, right?
Oh.
If your understanding of how your body works is correct, perhaps the ruby tear isn't substance totally unknown to us after all. Why do you say that? The Revivomatic brings us back by stimulating our hemanima, or rather our cryptoglobin. We're only beyond its help when we lose too much blood or when we're dead so long our power fades away. But if Redstone can really make anything, you think that's what the ruby tier is? Is that a Redstone revives people by restoring lost or dead cryptoglobin? So the ruby tier might be cryptoglobin is what they're saying. It's just a theory, but it's possible at least. I mean, it's a good assertion, right? It's definitely a good assertion to make.
Huh?
What do you think, Miss Amamiya? Do you feel like you can make a cryptoglobin? I have no idea. I know I said Redstone can create anything, but it doesn't always work like that. Maybe if I kill someone and absorb theirs, I'll get the hang of it. Who wants to try? Unfortunately, nobody here should die. Murder ain't no way to test a theory. Anyway, I'll keep practicing and see what I can come up with. That's a good idea. Your power is no good to anyone if you can't control it properly. I'm worrying over nothing. It's nothing. She is 100% acting like the old Darumi to the extreme. Right? It's like the other part of her personality is not even like there, because she's not even reacting to like certain things they're saying in kind of like a more like like the Darumi we actually know, like the real Darumi. Back in the room, I kept telling myself over and over, but somehow the lingering doubt never seemed to go away. Of course. Like, it makes so much sense that this would be on your mind. And again, like I said, Takami's trying to protect his old brain to be like, it's okay. I decided to focus on getting ready for the next battle for now. Anything to stop me spending too much time in my own head. You know what's so interesting now with the free time stuff? I don't mind doing the free time stuff whatsoever. Like, I actually like doing the bonding events and stuff like that too. But I think one of the biggest issues now with the bonding events and stuff like this, for me personally, is that it's like when you get so late into I hope it doesn't sound bad. When you get late into the game and late into the days, you kind of like are just like anticipating something around the corner happening. So it's hard not for me to like while I'm doing all these bonding events to not think like something's gonna happen. I'm glad we ranked 5 Tsubasa, which is really great. Rank 5 as well. Oh my god, everyone's here. But there's also that feeling all the time of like this is the last 20 days and we're still like having these bonding events, knowing that something around the corner is going to happen. It's just that feeling. It's just a nervous feeling. Let's give him a tiger helmet. So we're at least going to get to rank 2 with Takamaru, it seems. Maybe.
Are you sure I can have this? Hell, you just turned me into mush.
Yeah, this belonged to the Terminator on his bike from Terminator 2, one of the greatest action movies ever created. And when he had this helmet, he was going to put it on, and he was going to kill me. And he said that, "Do you know Takamaru?" And I said, "Well, yes." And he said, "Give this to Takamaru." And yeah, this is from the Terminator. More free time. You see what you guys probably understand what I mean too. Like when you get like the last 20 days, you're doing bonding events, and like, you know, it's also the last 20 days. I don't ever feel like doing exploration. I'm just like, I can't. You know, I just can't in the last 20 days. I know we've only been to the last 20 days like 3 times now, but still, it's like I felt that last time in the second scenario too, where I was like, man, I can't like go out and do exploration. You know, it feels so weird. It feels so strange. So I just do the quick exploration in the last 20 days. Is this a third bonding? Is this it for the bonding rank?
Are you sure I can have this? Hell, you just turned me into mush.
No, legitimately, like this time around when I got this, you know the biker mice from Mars? They had nothing to do with it. I literally stole this. Me just standing there as well, our sweetheart.
Hey, Takumi, you wanna come with me to our next meetup?
Your next like biker meetup?
I gotta introduce you to some of my pals.
Oh yeah?
Don't be afraid. They're all good people.
I love that he's such a caring person. He cares and he loves the people around him.
Just one thing. They're like morning people. Old folks tend to be early risers.
Old folks, okay.
You want to know what the meetup's for? Working out to keep everyone healthy. What else?
Oh, did he say something like this before about like, you know, he does like workout sessions with like older people?
Our frenzied dance moves put the pros to shame. You gotta see it to believe it.
Oh my god, he's so caring. You know what I mean? He's always had this caring attitude though as well, hasn't he? They're very short. They're very short, but I think he's always been like straight to the point in some cases. He's an emotional guy, but I feel like when he talks to you like normally, he's always been like straight to the point, I guess.
At ease.
At ease, soldier. At ease. So glad Saray's gone. Another day without anything bad happening, and just 20 more to go. We still have to settle things with Veshness, but it's finally starting to feel like the end is in sight. I just hope we can get to the Ruby Tier and revive the others sooner rather than later. I want to make it to day 100 with everyone alive and well. Day 81.
Get for human glory.
Maybe the feeling I'm feeling all the time would like to like either like because I think it's different with the free time and the exploration. With I think it's just because like you feel the conclusion coming, and there's an anxiety about doing the bonding ranks because like you don't know like if it's gonna be the last one. You don't know like it's like this weird feeling of like things are not gonna be the same in like in the next few days. But doing the exploration stuff, it feels like man, I'm like in the conclusion now. I'm not going out like exploring right now, but I love exploring like in the first like part of the game. And then the last 20 days, I'm like, I can't even bother. I don't know what it is. Maybe you guys know what it is. I know that maybe it's just a feeling of like we're coming to a conclusion. Come to think of it, I haven't been to the library in a while. I should go see how he's doing. Oh yeah, for sure. I pulled some clothes on and hurried over to the library. Takumi, good morning. You're here already. More research, huh? Is there anything I can help you with? I'll do anything. I'll just say the word. All right. Can you open that book over there for me? Sure, no problem. At the Ghost Boy's direction, I began opening the book that he thought may contain information on Retsom. This one doesn't seem to have anything we can use. How about the last one? The one open on the desk there? And there's nothing about revivals of Retsom in that one either. With this many books, it could take us a while to find out what we need. Trying to get discouraged. Let's just do what we can. Of course, I'll keep working on it in my free time too. Thanks, that'd be great. Thank you so much, Shion. Like, genuinely. For now, though, I guess I should put these books away and open some new ones for you. Are you sure you can spare the time? Aren't there other things you need to do? Shion, you're a valuable member of our team as well. You're helping us out. It's the least I could do. Not really. Now everyone knows about Darumi. I've got a lot more time on my hands. We should still be hanging out with Darumi, though, and checking on her, right? We still should be. Even so, you should be careful not to overdo things. I could say the same to you. Creating this avatar on top of building up the Undying Flames, you sure you're not multitasking too much? You've given me the chance to help you in a new way. I don't want to waste it. Sometimes I forget this guy just wants to be our friend. Maybe now that things with Retsam are settling down, I should spend more time with him when I get the chance. Okay. I spent the rest of the morning in the library working through old books and documents with the Ghost Boy. Are they giving us a signifier that we can do hangout events with Shion now? Like go and talk to him?
At ease.
At ease,
Now
at
get some
ease.
shut-
You are gone. At ease forever, am I right? 19 days to go until the end. We're getting closer. I came back in time to save Karawa and my other friends too. In a sense, I failed in that goal as soon as I let the team from the second campus die. We have failed. If our whole journey was to keep everyone alive, we have failed miserably. I haven't learned anything new about Retsnam, and there's been no change in Darumi in a while. I'm starting to doubt she'll figure out how she can make the Ruby Tier in time for day 100. I'm not giving up though. Even if we have to wait until we're back on the satellite. I will find a way to bring the others back. Darumi and I will do it together. Day 82.
Up and Atom troops, time to rise and shine. Get ready for your glory.
Yeah, like Darumi's worrying the hell out of me right now, 100%. Like she's worrying the hell out of me because again, like I feel like it's like, you know, we're brushing to the side because we don't want anything bad to happen, but like we know something bad will happen. We've been told that she will suffer, right? And she's already suffered a lot. I don't think that the old man probably meant that she was going to be cured after a while. So something bad is definitely happening with her memory or something. I guess I should get up. It's been a pretty long time since the last defense battle. Don't say that. There are already commanders left besides Vestius as she got put out of action by the Ruby's poison attack. I wonder if she's recovered yet. Maybe the damage is so bad it'll stop her from fighting permanently. No, that'd be too much hope to hope for. I better just make the most of the peaceful days while we still can. More free time. I get it. I'm never expecting that when we have free time when we don't. Never expecting it, honestly. Run me face, run me face. I guess we're gonna do more Takamaru free time stuff. Which now, like, you know, we just have to give him a few gifts. Again, I hope it doesn't sound like I'm saying, like, I don't want the free time events, because I do want to rank these characters up. I just mean that, like, at the back of my mind, I'm always thinking, man, it's hard to, like, just feel totally relaxed with this. Oh, the Tiger Helm is gone? From what? Oh, is there anything else that Takamaru likes, I wonder? Driving gloves? He totally likes driving gloves for sure. Right? Yes.
Are you sure I can have this? Hell, you just turned me into mush.
Honestly, like this one here was actually like more difficult than I expected to get. I had to climb to the top of Mount Everest with my bike and then drive all the way down, and then I got this as a reward. Oh, awesome. Our first time ranking up 5 gym to rank 5 for gym. Day 82. Still the same day, of course. Yeah, and like the stuff with Darumi, like is like, I don't know, like I think Takumi, like again, like I said, I understand he's not going to see her. But I also understand the issue here as well is that, like, how do we approach this? How do we talk to her? Because the chances are if I go to her right now and say, like, something is wrong with you right now, she's going to be like, something's wrong with you, you know, like doing her usual stuff, you know? Maybe we should do a killing game, you know? And I always thought that was really funny, her killing game stuff, but obviously now that we know it's a mask for, like, you know, a really emotional trauma and stuff like that as well. While it's not like I'm not going to, like, not think it was a charming moment and we loved her doing her killing game stuff, it obviously feels different now, doesn't it? It obviously feels very different now.
Are you sure I can have this? Hell, You just turned me into mush.
Literally, I had to like, not even joking this time around. I had to make a sacrifice of 12 bikes just to get these one pair of gloves. That's what I had to do.
At ease, soldiers. It's time to hit the hay. Another get some shit.
I actually do feel tired every time he says that, though. I'm always like, is it time to hit the hay? It feels like the days have been going faster lately. Maybe it's because we're close to the end now and we're doing a lot of free time. Even now, though, I still feel uneasy, almost like things aren't going to end smoothly as we think. I should probably stop fretting over the worst case scenarios and just go to bed.
Up and Adam troops, time to rise and shine. Get ready for human glory to the special.
That morning, I didn't hang around and went straight to the cafeteria. Is everything okay? Are you okay? Are you okay? You did it. Something's coming out of your hand. Wait, you made something? It's so red. It doesn't look like blood. So maybe?
Oh.
Let's see. He licked it? It's tomato juice. Okay. Damn, you didn't hesitate to taste it, huh? I mean, he makes food every day. That's like a bit weird. You tried to make Cryptoglobin and got tomato juice instead. How does that process even work? I don't know. I don't either. Maybe if you drink this juice, your Cryptoglobin will get stronger. I love it. She's doing like the finger guns. Maybe. I love that he was just like, yeah. Ooh. He sees this like, you know, tomato juice. You know, no, it wasn't tomato juice. Could have been anything. And he goes, yeah. Oh, oh, nice. Well, I never knew tomato juice is so powerful. Then again, there's a lot of an ignorant little. Okay. Shoma, please, buddy. Please, Shoma.
Oh.
This is pretty tasty. You want some Takumi? I think I'll pass. Of course, Kako loves it as well. Because you're amazing, Kako. And you're an angel. I would used to lap up my bodily fluids all the time. Me just looking around the cafeteria. Lap up bodily fluids? Why are you blushing, huh? She means like literally like alcohol. I drank like 80% alcohol from her elbow. Not like that. Anyway, how is everything going, Darumi? Is there anything I can do to help? Just let me know. No, I'm good. I really got to do this myself. It's all about getting a handle on how my body works at this point. Oh yeah, but like I'm still worried. I'm still terribly worried about you. Don't worry about me. Just try to forget I even exist. Nope. Never. Okay, but don't overdo it, all right? It's frustrating not being able to help, but I guess Darumi's right. It's up to her now. But like, I feel like this is like, you know, this shows that she's definitely changed because she promised us she'd come to us if she needed help with anything, right? She promised us. I left Darumi in the cafeteria and went for the library instead. I figured the ghost boy and I might get some work done and help everyone that way. So he's still trying to help in other ways too. Actually, it was more because I was trying to escape the jittery feeling I got whenever I saw Darumi these days. I love the way they're doing this. It's scary, but I love the way they're doing this. They're showing that Takumi knows he can't really do much right now to really like face this head on. So he's just like doing whatever human thing that isn't a perfect thing to do, but he's trying to like sweep it onto the rug of his brain. You know what I mean? Of course, that's too ashamed to admit that to anybody. I mean, you're human. You are a human character. Of course, you're human.
Get for humanity. Stand glory to the.
I think it's like I said. I think it's like an unbelievably like it's unbelievably like human for Takumi to like feel ashamed of his own feelings, to feel embarrassed to not say like, oh, like, 'cause again, it's one of those things where it's like you're not going to say outright as a you like people do this. You're not going to say outright and be like, oh yeah, I'm trying to hide my feelings right now, so I'm going to go and like go to the library. You know, and people don't often say that. Usually you see them just getting worked up. And sometimes you can notice it if you're like being observant, like people are trying to like hide something. We saw that with Darumi. But it's interesting now that we're hiding our feelings when like we told Darumi to express herself if she can, you know, to us. 16 days away. The end isn't too far off now. Even if we can't revive the others by day 100, we can still take their bodies with us and do it on the artificial satellite. I hope we can wrap everything up before we leave, though. That would be opportune, wouldn't it? The longer this goes on, the more uneasy I feel. But I can't get distracted from our main goal here. I should use today to make sure we're ready for the next battle. A lot of free time. And again, I keep sounding like I'm like, you know, like, what are we doing here? More free time? But like, I totally get why they're doing it, first of all. Again, I love the fact that we can get to talk to these characters. I keep repeating it. I just have this feeling in the pit of my stomach, so like, it's like equal parts like I'm glad I get to talk to Takamaru, but I'm also at the same time too, like I have it always in the back of my mind that something as bad is going to happen. So it's hard to just purely be like, oh yeah, hey Tsubasa, like, oh my god, we get to talk to Takamaru, you know? But the thing is, like in fairness to this game though too, like you can like, you know, if you are like, and I would never do that because I genuinely like the hangout events and want to do the bonding events. I think it's our last time we're doing this, by the way. Oh no, we're not. No, we have we have enough to do like 2 more. But like at least the game does probably give you the option to be like, hey, you don't have to do bonding events if you don't want to right now. But like I still want to actually like talk to Takamaru. So there's like, you know, that combination of like I said, feeling of dread, but also wanting to talk to Takamaru and feeling better about that.
Are you sure I can have this? Hell, you just turned me into mush.
They put me into a triple threat steel cage barbed wire explosion match, and I lost, but the runner-up prize was the gloves. So I hope this isn't too bad. Where are my arms? Oh, they're gone. Yeah. There we go. Another rank.
Hey, so after the war's over, wanna come hang out at my place sometime?
So much to talk about our stories, like, hey buddy, hey, you wanna hang out?
I mean, it's just a rundown shack, but I guarantee you won't find better food out there than what my mom makes.
Oh my god. Of course he's like writing all day, then he goes home and he's like, what's for dinner, mom? You know, he's that type of guy for sure. Which is nothing wrong with that, by the way. You know, mother's cooking is always like something that's special. No matter how good or bad your mother is at cooking as well. I know people that say their mother is a bad cook, but like, they wouldn't replace her cooking for the world because it's special to them in a way.
People are always visiting her bar for the food, so there's gotta be something about it, right?
Oh, a bar, okay.
And she doesn't have the best temper in the world, but she did raise me single-handed.
Oh, I didn't mean to. I always pressed the wrong button. Sorry. I think she'd be relieved to see what I've got myself a friend like you. That's so sweet. Oh, let him play it.
She'd be relieved to see that I've got myself a friend like you, Takumi.
That's really sweet, right? He's like, oh, like she'd be so happy. And again, like it's like that, you know, do you ever have that when like your mother like meets your friends or whatever, and like they're like, oh my god, he's actually really nice, you know? And then we have
one warning though. She looks really young for her age. People always think she's my sister or something.
And then don't you dare hit on her. Oh my god, I wouldn't do that, Takamaru.
Don't you dare hit on her. You getting me? Let's not make this weird.
No, I would never. I would never.
Don't you dare
Sorry.
hit me?
I would never. So yeah, Takamaru's like free time event is a lot about just like, hey, like I help out like the elderly. I love my mother. Do you want to come hang out? Which again, I'm not like complaining. Like it's kind of sweet. It's definitely kind of sweet that we have this. You know? Okay, let's go to once again and do another bonding rank with Takamaru.
Are you sure I can have this? Hell, you just turned me into mush.
I literally had to fight a gigantic radioactive lizard to get this. And in the end, we did have a drink together. We had a good time, so like it wasn't that bad. But it was a really brutal encounter, and I don't think I'll ever be the same again. But it was worth it. Because we got this.
At ease, soldiers. It's time to hit the hay. Another day of fine work, everyone. Get some shit.
Another day's over with no battle, crazy incidents, or significant progress. there's no crazy incidents, but there's one lingering crazy incident to me, and that's the roomie, you know? For sure. I can't get hung up on these petty doubts. It's time to move forward. The end is in sight now. Whatever happens from here on, we just have to face it together. The energy feels like it's coming towards the end, right? You get that too? Like the way he's talking, the way it's all like, oh, there's no incidents right now, but we have to, you know, keep going. We have to do all this stuff. There's 15 days left. We started off with 21 days left. Now we're down to 15 already. What should I do myself today? Jeremy seems to be fine on her own, so maybe I'll go to the library again. Sure. Check on Shion. Finding out more about Retsunan might lead us to getting us a ruby tier sooner after all. I got myself ready and headed out, ready for another day in the library. Oh, always a joy seeing Nozomi as we step out of the room. As I stepped out of my room, I met Nozomi coming the other way. She was carrying a huge stack of books. Good morning, Takumi. Her smile is so lovely. What's all the books? This is my way of helping Jerumi. I thought maybe the things she can make are limited to the things she already knows about. Okay. So it's probably better to expand her knowledge base, right? That's an interesting thought, yeah. I guess. I don't think I've ever seen her sit down to study, though. She just, yeah, again, I hope when I say she's not the studying type, it's not because she's stupid. She just likes doing different things. Everyone has different things, you know? I was good at writing essays when I was, you know, doing learning, but like, Jesus Christ, like, I'd never want to do it again, you know? She can do it when she puts her mind to it, and I'll be there too to help her keep her motivated. I guess you want to concentrate on biology and how blood works and stuff like that then. Right. So she can figure out Cryptoglobe more easily. Maybe I should go back and get some more medical texts. I love how enthusiastic people are about this because I thought it was going to go the whole other way. I thought we were literally going to get like a big argument and a more dissension, but it's actually like a big support for Jerumi, and I love it. I do love it. I do love that aspect of for sure. Are you going to the library? Want me to come with you? I was on my way there anyway. Of course. Maybe you can help me pick out some books for her. I can, but I don't know too much about medical stuff myself. Back home, I only ever studied, well, when Karawa was there to encourage me. Yeah, 100%. I mean, a trip to the library with Zoe, beautiful anyway, right? We'll take it. Not that this version of her even remembers any of that. Would you like to go look together? Yeah, sure. I'd like that. We headed to the library after I helped Nozomi, I spent the rest of the day with the ghost boy. Yeah, I love that they added this thing with Nozomi here, not only to show how helpful she's being, that the roomie's still working hard, but also like it's like, yeah, of course Takumi loves the idea of going to the library with Nozomi. He's over the moon. We worked hard, but still failed to turn up any useful information. Whoa, they just skipped the day like that? The way they're doing this is very interesting, I feel like. I feel like it's like passing the days very fast because they're building to something. I'm getting more anxious about it. I'm getting way more anxious about it. Morning again. I wonder if the roomie's made any progress. It's been a while since I've heard from her, so maybe I'll go see how she's doing. Please, please see how she's doing, please. I decided to visit Jerumi in her room and stepped out of my door. Hey, Takumi, morning. Morning, Darumi. I didn't need to go as far as Darumi's room. She was right there when I got outside. Even with this Retsunan body, I'm still not a morning person. The thought of facing another day is just way too depressing. She breaks my heart, man. She really does break my heart. But hey, what if I pulled off some freaky transformation, attacked him, or just imagine all the carnage and betrayal? Look, everyone needs a hobby, but like, you know, we probably tried to prevent that. You know what I mean? That was we saw what happened with Retsunan when they defeated everyone last time. It was not fun. You need to record it for posterity, Takumi. We can sell it later and make a ton of dough. Except to be no one left alive to sell it to. That'd kind of suck, huh? Darumi, it's just you and me here, you know? Again, this Takumi, he's sweating. He's like, Darumi, please, you know? Because this was like a big breakthrough they had in the relationship, and now like it's gone back and reverted back to the old kind of way of thinking about this too. Oh yeah, I guess. What can I say? I felt like sleeping in today. So why are you talking like that? I thought we agreed you didn't have to put on an act around me. An act? Oh, she doesn't see it as an act. Come on, don't you remember? I have no idea what you're talking about, Takumi. Oh no, and again, like again, especially since they built up this relationship together as well, it was so beautiful. Oh, this is super rough. Anyway, I'm gonna get some breakfast. See you in the cafeteria. Takumi. It's not a worry. It's not just a worry anymore that we can put to the back of our mind. This is legitimately something. You know it's something. Yeah, I'll see you there. I did go to the cafeteria eventually. I ate a quick breakfast alone in the corner and went straight back to my room afterwards. I feel like he's trying to hide from this a little bit. I do. And again, like I said, it's very human. It's very human to not want to face like these problems head on. It's very like, you know, human to want to like hide away from the problems. But like legitimately, like it is like heartbreaking to see Darumi like this. And it has to be worrying. There's a lot going on here. I need to get my thoughts in order. I can't let our training and we're doing more free time? This is making me so anxious. Now when Veg is still out there, we need to get ready for her when she comes. This is making me so anxious. We're doing like even more free time. I think what we're going to do now is we're going to do like an exploration, but we're going to do a quick exploration. Like I said, I love doing exploration a lot of times. But then sometimes, like when we get to, it happened last time too, when we get to the last like few days, I'm like, no, I'm just doing the quick exploration. Isn't that right, Angel Ima? The Angel crew is Ima, Kako, Gaku, Darumi, Angel crew. So we still have to put people in our team, right? So like we want machines and I think we could do one more, right? But we might as well do like an exploration anyway. Let's do this. So we more need minerals, or is it not minerals? Is it minerals? What's it called? Minerals and machines. So who does minerals and machines? BP and minerals. BP and machines. I guess we could go with yeah. But I don't think it matters with simple exploration. Maybe it doesn't matter if you choose. Yeah, I just need a few items. That's all I need. I know it's not going to be a lot. In fact, it actually wasn't a lot whatsoever. But still, it's going to get us over a hurdle. We're in the last few days. You know what I mean? I'm too anxious to go and do this exploration right now. It's making me so anxious that there's so much free time. We passed by like 8 days. Like, you know what I mean? I think it's maybe intentional with the whole thing with Darumi in the background. Like, we're just doing our free time events, trying to put it in the back of our mind, but something is happening underneath all this.
At ease, so another get some shit up.
The nighttime announcement played and I got into bed. There were still plenty of questions and concerns bubbling up inside my head, but I knew nothing I could do about it. I knew there was nothing I could do about them for now. And that's the thing. It's like, how do we face this head on? How do we do that? Without even meaning to, I switched off and fell asleep.
Up and Atom troops, time to rise and shine. Get ready for your 87th day of active service here at Last Defense Academy.
The way he says that is well, Last Defense Academy. Sorry guys, I'm so anxious about the way they're doing this. And maybe they did it similarly last time, but I think it's just because of the stuff with Darumi as well that I'm feeling like super anxious about it, what could happen next, you know? Is the girl who's calling herself Darumi really Darumi? I mean, it should be obvious. Who else could she be? Do we think that is what he's saying here is like someone else has taken over Darumi's brain, but they've only seen like the part where she tries to shield herself with like this like killing game character? But the Darumi I knew was sensitive, compassionate person. She was, and she is. She only acted the part of a crazy, no boundaries airhead to keep others at a distance. She hardly ever let it show, but she cared about us all very deeply. So why is she so different now? Who is the new Darumi? I believed in her up until now, but I'm starting to wonder. Oh my god.
Intruder alert.
Don't lose faith in Darumi, by the way. Please don't lose faith in Darumi.
Unauthorized personnel detected on school grounds. Defense mode initiated. All available troops prepare for battle immediately.
Oh dear lord. The alarm, it's Veshness? Only one way to find out. I better get over to the war room. Okay, everyone's here. Good luck out there, everyone. I'll be right here watching you, Jeremy. I hope you're gonna be okay. I know, like she has a freaking monster inside of her, so that's obviously like a lot to ask for her to be okay. But still, I really hope she's gonna be okay. You all get to go out and kill your hearts to your heart's content. I'm Toad's Jelly. If you want to do it so bad, why don't you switch with me? Sorry, I can't use Hammer Hour anymore. She's still a comedian, but still worrying. I don't know if that's the death flag or survival flag. Guess we'll have to fun finding out. So we gotta fight Veshnis this time, or is it another no commander deal? Who knows? If she does show up, it could mean big trouble for all of us. Don't worry about it. You guys got this. And if it does look like you're gonna die, I'll record the whole thing. You can never have enough stuff. Oh my god. And this has to be playing on Takami's mind, right? Just because of how she was just so when we met the real Darumi, it was like such a big connection. Please don't joke about that stuff now. Whatever happens, we just have to give it our all. I'm sure we can find a way to win.
Hey!
Yeah, we'll make it through somehow. If we fail here, it'll be all over, and the others will be gone forever. I won't let everything we've done be for nothing. Let's do this, everyone. Defensive battle initiate. The laugh as well. Do you think? And again, here we go once again, just like before. Do you think this generally could be like? How do I say it? Like the other commander wasn't Paragon of Warfare. Is that it? It could be him. Ema. Because that's the one that showed up around this time too, and he was the last commander we didn't know about as well. So it could be like is it Warfare? Not sure. But if it is, that means it'll be a skippable battle, I think. And this music already.
No sign of Veshnis so far.
What? She too chicken to fight us now?
I don't think that's the case.
Or maybe Darumi's poison hurt her even more than we thought.
That'd be ideal.
Or she finds me so disgusting that she can't even bring herself to share the same battlefield with me.
Sure, Shoma. Sure.
The battle is beginning. Feel free to use me as a shield if you are in danger.
I just want Shoma to really be confident in one route. I want him to have a route where he's just like, I am the greatest of all time. I want him to feel like he is the greatest person who ever lived. Yeah. So this is a battle we've done before, so I'm guessing it's probably going to be that Warfare guy. Is it Warfare? Am I thinking of the right one?
That's all of them. Let's head back and celebrate with some sweet and sour, salty, bitter umami cuisine.
Sounds amazing.
Can't we just have something sweet and call it a day?
No, we're having what Eva said.
Wait, everyone! Look!
Huh?
What is it? Oh, yeah.
God of the planet.
It is him. Yeah.
Hear my plea.
It was around this time last time as well that he showed up too, right?
Blood of my bond release.
And he's the only commander left as well. And as soon as we could skip the battle, I was like, okay, it has to be something like that as well.
I am Dalshaw, Paragon of Warfare. I'm an old-fashioned man. I need to fight someone to understand what they're about.
Wait, is this different dialogue as well? Because the first time he showed up, remember he showed up for the first time was when he appeared behind us when we were sleeping after the camping day? So that's very different, actually. Dalshia, yeah, that's very different, actually. Maybe it's the same dialogue and I'm just not aware of it, but like I just remember specifically
Looks familiar.
because he looks like the first one, yeah. Because I remember specifically that's why he showed up in like one of the coolest ways ever, like at that party.
Yeah. He looks a lot like the first one we fought,
Yeah,
doesn't he?
100%.
Wait, I thought there weren't any commanders left besides Veshnas.
We thought this one he was like contained, wasn't he, or something like that, or like he was usurped.
You've been lying to us again, Takumi.
No, Gaga, we wouldn't do this. No,
What? No, I've never seen this guy before either.
he just never showed up in the first route.
Now that he's here, we have no choice but to fight him. Get ready, everyone! Yes! All invaders must die!
Oh my god, knowing they're not invaders too. Yeah, this is. I always found Dalshia like such an interesting character, honestly. There we go. Yeah, this whole thing's gonna be skipped. Like he's probably one of the most interesting of the commanders for sure.
So, this is it then.
He just got a flavor for how good we were, and he left again because that's what he said before to us. Like he just wanted to like see what we are. Remember the first time he showed up, he like beat the living crap out of us. Like he did. He beat the living crap out of us, and then left, and then came back the next time to fight again. That's his personality. He's always been like that. I see. I think I got the gist of what you're all about. You fear death, you fight to survive, and nothing more. Hey man, what's your problem? We ain't done with you yet. Takamaru's face here looks so cool. This is no battle, and I've no desire to indulge those throwing tantrums like children. Let's not start that. So you're just leaving? For now, I cannot annul your presence here forever. We will settle this another time. Until then, strengthen your resolve. Be prepared to kill, not just for your own survival, but for a cause you believe in. If you cannot do that, you stand no chance against any real warrior. With that, Dalshia, the final commander, calmly turned his back on us and walked away. He passed through the walls of the Undying Flames without even slowing down. Yeah, he's freaking crazy. Genuinely so. Well, he's actually just vengeful, right? I think that's a better way to describe him. Crazy is not the way to describe him. He's like vengeful, and he's like has this weird honor code about him, which is not surprising since like we know that like the Future people were like an honorable people. You know what I mean? Like it's not like they're like you know what they say they are. They're you know they have personalities just like anyone else. They have families. They have loved ones. We made our way back to the wall room where Jerumi was awaiting us. Who would have thought there was still a commander out there? And crazy strong like that, would that too? We're already screwed now, huh? Might as well kill each other before he comes back. Darumi, come on. Knock it off, Darumi. This is no time for jokes. It's no use complaining now. You know what a weirdo she is. Hey, come on. And it's so sad because she made herself into a quote-unquote weirdo so people wouldn't like go near her. That commander, and so they could all like have their frustrations vented onto something. The commander said he'd be back. We need to start making plans for next time. If the next battle is anything like this one, I don't think we can win. Yeah, it was like our attacks didn't affect him at all. Can we at least take the rest of the today off? I want to allow my dear sister to fall asleep with her head resting in my lap. Well, that's up to Kako. Knock it off. I don't want that. Yeah, Kako does what she wants. I guess you're right. Let's rest up and talk more about this later. Yeah, makes sense. Our 12th defensive battle has come to an end. And like here, earlier on, it would be so crazy to be like, hey, let's just take a break, right? Because you'd have to talk about it. But now, because since you've been through so much, they know that nothing's going to be accomplished by just like shouting and like being terrified here in the moment. I think it's taking a rest and going off and like, you know, relaxing might be a good idea for this too. The school was still standing and we were still alive, but the mood was far from triumphant.
Get ready for humanity's great tomorrow. For our shining stand glory to the
Morning already? I can't keep putting this off. I need to talk things out with Darumi. Not just for my sake, but for hers too, of course. Guess my first stop today is her room then. 100%. I'm so for this. Feeling determined or maybe just desperate, I stepped out of the room and headed to Darumi's room. Like, we only have 12 days left. I want a conclusion with Darumi. I want, like, to know where she stands. I want to, like have, like, either, like, a beautiful moment with Darumi, you know what I mean? I want all these things, and we have 12 days left. Go talk to her. Better ring the bell first. Doors didn't open, but I heard Darumi's voice come from the other side. Who dares disturb my slumber? Oh my god, Darumi. Darumi, you awake? Do you have time to talk? Oh, it's you talking to me, morning. Is there a reason you're not opening the door? Are you okay in there? That's interesting, because usually she's very brave and just, like, showcasing who she is and, you know, without any, like, second notion, you know? Not brave. I know that sounds wrong. I'm saying, like, she's brave in, like, terms of, like, you know, showing herself and being like, hey, it's me, Darumi, you know what I mean? When she's doing her fake stuff, but, like, also at the same time, too, she was also afraid to show her real self, so that's obviously the wrong way to put it, is what I'm saying. I'm basically fine? No, what's happening? But if you saw me right now, you probably wouldn't like it. What do you mean? What is that supposed to mean? Did something happen to you? The door is not locked. You can look if you want. I don't mind. So she doesn't mind, but she can't open the door? Okay, but here I go. What is happening with her? I opened Jeremy's door and I was immediately confronted with the sight that almost made me... What is it? What? No! That's Retsnum, right? That's what Retsnum was like last time when we died. In the middle of Darumi's room was something I could only describe as a giant lump of flesh. That's Retsnum! It filled the room completely and had its odd texture that almost seemed familiar.
Could it be Retsnum?
Yes.
Darumi, is that you?
That's literally what killed... Remember in the room that we died, that's what killed everything.
That's right! It's your girl, Darumi!
Oh, Darumi.
What's going on? What is this? Are you okay?
Yeah, totally fine. This isn't like a bad sign or anything.
To me, it's a bad sign. Like, we should never have done this in the first place. Look at what we're looking at. Look at this. Look at what we're witnessing right now. She should never have got to go through this in the first place.
I just changed my body a little bit so I could take better advantage of my Retsnum abilities.
You changed it manually? How? I couldn't see Darumi's face. Her voice seemed to just emanate from the giant grotesque mass on the floor. That's so scary. Can you change back? She sounded the same as ever, which somehow only made it all that much more unsettling. She should never have had to do this.
Now that I'm in this form, I think I might actually be able to come up with that ruby tear thing.
I honestly don't care about the ruby tear thing as long as you're okay. That's what I care about.
Really? You can make the tear? But what about you? Are you sure you're all right?
That's the main thing. This is so bad. It really is.
I told you I'm fine. In fact, now that my specs have been upgraded, I actually feel a lot better. Plus, I can roll over onto people and absorb them like some kind of movie monster blob.
Movie monster blob, she says. Oh my god, Darumi. It doesn't make me feel any better. I know like in her old personality this would make her excited, but like it's so sad how far this has come to me, like come for the story. It feels so sad to me. Because this all started with her just wanting to help Takumi and to feel useful for like around Takumi and like to repay Takumi. And now look where it's ended up.
Don't joke about that stuff. I don't even want to think about it.
What a voice performance there.
Anyway, I figure I'll have the ruby tear ready soon enough. So just sit tight till then, okay?
Honestly, right now, and I know like the idea of bringing people back is a nice prospect, I couldn't give an F about the ruby tear right now. I just want you to go back to normal. If I could take that monster out of right now, I'm doing it. You know what I mean? Right now.
I can't really move from here, and pretty sure I won't be able to talk anymore either.
We can't even talk to Darumi?
What?
This game is rough. I literally said just like 5 minutes ago that I wanted like a big reconciliation. I wanted not reconciliation, a big moment. Big emotional moments with Darumi. I wanted those big friendship moments.
But I'll be better again after a little while. It's nothing to worry about. Anyway, good night.
No, Darumi. How do you come to terms with this as Takumi? I can barely come to terms with it. The Ruby fell silent as if she slipped into a deep sleep.
Hey!
Nothing to worry about, huh? Of course I'm going to worry. I haven't stopped worrying since she took my place and fused with Retsnam. Darumi. The door was closed now, but I could still imagine the blob-like mass behind it. Like, yeah, how do you come to terms with that? Like, that image would never leave your mind forever. This gal... And again, this is what breaks my heart. This gal that, like, did this for us... Right, that we cared about so much, that we became such best friends with, and now, like, she's not even the person that we knew, like 20 days ago. And she's, like... She looks like this now. And again, I'm not trying to say, like, we judge people by their appearances. I hope it doesn't sound like that. But, like, still... She's doing this for us. She should never have had to do this. The Rumi no longer looked remotely human, and her personality had started to drift off into the Rumi I knew. The question I'd asked myself before seemed more pertinent than ever now. Was that really the Rumi in there? And whoever she really was, could I keep trusting her? The trust doesn't even come into my mind. We're protecting her to the very end, regardless of anything. You know what I mean? The trust doesn't even come into me. If we can't trust her right now, I don't care. We're still protecting her. Nothing is happening to her. For now, I better go tell the others about this. And okay, I understand as well why they're saying like trust. By the way, I know I'm scolding a little bit here and being 89, being a little bit rude here. But like what I mean by that is like kind of like I even if like there's a lack of trust there, I still don't want anything to happen to the Rumi even now. But I understand what Takumi's saying is like, well, if it's not her anymore and she has this power of this monster, then what's going to happen next, you know? After everyone had a chance to see the Rumi for themselves, we decided to... They all looked at her? They all checked her out? Okay. That certainly was a dramatic transformation. Even Hiroko's like shocked. She really is turning into some kind of monster, huh? This is so crazy. I tried talking to her, but she didn't respond, not a single word, so she's gone. Right now, she's gone at the very least. You think she's sleeping, maybe? She said she'd be fine in a little while, but who knows how long that actually is. It's unfortunate it had to happen now. I want to discuss our strategy for the next battle with her. You mean against the Dalshia guy? Yes, I thought perhaps Tsurumi could make some kind of poison that would pierce his defenses. He's like a super upgraded version of me. It really brings home how completely useless I am in the grand scheme of things. You are so useful. Every battle. Well, it can't be helped. We'll have to get by without her help. Really? That's really smart. She got. I already got to Ruby to make some of the poison she used on Veshis. That's really smart. I've got some sealed up in a protective capsule. You do? That's amazing. I've got the idea right after the last battle. I thought it'd be good to have some on hand in case of emergencies. Nice for her to whip it up before she turned into that. I mean, Darumi does think about everyone, but like obviously this new Darumi is like what's worrying to people, I guess. You know? And what's worrying to Takumi, I suppose, as well. Darumi. I was thinking of using it to make some kind of poison gas trap. Oh, like before? A trap? They were really more Karara's thing, but I'll give it a shot in their place. I see, okay, let's go with that. The rest of us will train as much as we can in the meantime. Somehow I don't think this will do us any good. We still have to try. We've come so far, we can't give up now. That's right, we have to try. We have to do everything we can while we still can. The meeting ended up, we all set to work preparing ourselves for the next battle in our own ways. I think this is a good place to end this video, guys. Oh, what's that? Sleep mode? Okay, sorry. No! I didn't mean to go in sleep mode. No! Back on! I didn't mean to press that. There's no signal. Like I was saying, nothing ever bad happened there. Let's talk about just like again, not a lot happened here in terms of like there was more just a paranoia through this whole episode, so I don't think we're gonna have to like, talk about this like at a great length. But I think the big moment at the end here was the build up of that paranoia, and the game actually did a really good job because I felt because we were getting so much free time that something bad was gonna happen sooner rather than later, And it might be the same thing as last time, you know, where we did get a lot of free time too. But like, I think it might be just like now because of the idea of Darumi in the back of my mind. There's all that feeling of like, oh, what's going to happen with Darumi? Is she okay? And it ended up in a situation that is actually like pretty freaking terrifying. And I think it hits home even more because we already saw the other ending where we got destroyed by that creature, right? Seeing Darumi like this as Takumi alone is already a terrifying prospect. Seeing anyone like this would be a terrifying thing. But also now we have the other knowledge ourselves as players that we already saw this happen and the creature devour everyone. And also at the same time too, we saw what happened to us after that, where we had to like, you know, we didn't have to, but like Darumi got eaten. We got eaten. We killed Darumi in one of the other routes as well. It is one of those situations where we have to like to deal with the fact and come to terms with the fact that we are like, you know, witnessing a creature here that is super powerful, that is super terrifying, that in the warnings about this creature, there's a thing of like about like, oh, can you even contain this creature? So what's going to happen if Darumi loses all her agency? And I think that's why Takumi used the word trust. While I got a little bit like, you know, testy about it, it's because I was just like, man, like we're protecting Darumi no matter what. But I understand what Takumi is saying in that if she gets to a point to like where she's no longer Darumi, like her personality is already gone. If she gets to a point where she's no longer Darumi and she's just Retsnam, how are we going to control that? What are we going to do? What can we do with that? And I understand from Takumi's perspective why he said the word trust. Because it is a matter of like, well, we don't know if like, we don't know what you could do. We don't know what like this creature could do. We don't know if that's Darumi or not. But like I said, I love the build-up that they did here because it actually did make me feel nervous. Not that I love feeling nervous, but I'm saying like, you know, they did a really good job of doing like this thing where it's like, oh, more free time with Takumi every once in a while going like, I'm going to put it in the back of my mind. And it makes you more anxious. And I was feeling that way through the whole thing. And then we got to this moment and I feel like that's like a big payoff for like how anxious you're feeling. So in terms of like the quality of the game, I think they did a really good job with that aspect too. It's like, I really feel like they do a really good job with those anxieties in this game. And they always give like a really good payoff. And the payoff this time was like seeing Darumi like this. See, there's remnants of her personality there of her trying to make everyone feel better and trying to make us feel better, but still, it's like she only has like a surface level of who she is, like the surface level Darumi, of like her trying the Darumi she puts forward to like hide from the world. So I wonder genuinely if like the Darumi she's using now is because Retsnam is drawing that out of her, and maybe if Retsnam went inside of Darumi, this is my theory. They were like, okay, we have to act like Darumi. And like they got this part from their mind of how Darumi like chooses to act sometimes in front of people. So they're doing that to like a crazy degree. That's my theory of what's happening. That it could be Retsnam like basically like in influencing the personality, or they maybe infects her mind and like hides away some aspects of her mind too. There could be some stuff to do with that too, like where like she can only like remember some stuff, or she's merged with Retsnam, so now she only has parts of her brain left. And so maybe the fake facade she put on actually seems like very real to her now. There could be that too. There's a lot of things that could be happening here, but like those are my theories about what's happening here. But yeah, we did some cool free time events at Chakamaru that were very fun. We had this anxious feeling throughout the whole episode. We got to level up our characters. We got to worry about Darumi, and now Darumi is like this giant creature that like anything could happen at this point, and it looks like we're making a poison trap once again for the Paragon of Warfare. Thank you guys so much for watching this, and thank you guys for being so cool with all of your support. We're coming in the last stretches of this game for sure. Like we're like what day? We have like 11 days left. 11 days left, pretty much. So we might be the next episode, might be the episode of that, but we're going to be probably ending the episode of this series very soon. Thank you so much to Tyfire2, Jamie Bull, Jana the Banana, The Ghost Inazuma, Felicious Felix, Yule, Radish, Anusta, Lynx Markey, Assassin, True Peanut Butter, Peter Shelson, Leon, Hikasparian, Jared Bianum, and at the highest tier of my YouTube, Roar Give a 7, Blasco, and Lucinagi. I'll see you all so soon. Bye bye.